Ain't no fronts, ain't no shorts. If you gon' short it, don't come back. When grown men talking, sit your stupid ass down. Yeah, I'm smoking loud, blowing straight up at the pound. Yeah.
You're it's popping. It's your boy Trapper back again. You know what I mean? Back again with another classic. You know what I mean? Another classic type interview I'm dropping for the streets, for the culture. You know what I mean? I stumbled upon this dude, you know what I mean, on the IG scene. Feel me? Having a lot of IG lives, a lot of controversy up there, a lot of people arguing, a lot of people talking about they the best, who not the best. You feel me? So I got this dude up here, know what I mean, so we can find a little bit more about him. You know what I mean, kind of a mystery. You know, you know what I mean. He don't really say too much. You know what I mean. He might give you a couple looks, little, you know what I mean. But he be right there watching all of Melee on the Instagram. You know what I mean. If you don't know who I'm talking about from WRGB, talking about the big homie, Lucky 2 times. You heard? That's what I'm talking about. Talking about got the big homie, bringing him up. Got the big homie, nigga, Lucky 2 times. The legend. Lucky was good.
Oh man, that was a hell of an introduction, man.
Nah, I
Hopefully, I
mean,
can
you
live
know,
up.
I
Hopefully,
just
I can
make,
live up to the hype.
you know, I make them shits on a whim. You know what I mean? I don't think about it before I do it. I just do it. You know what I mean? What's good, Luck? How's
Chilling,
everything
chilling,
with you, my brother?
quiet, maintaining.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I mean, you like a mysterious figure in the battle rap community as of late. You know what I mean? I've been seeing you a lot on the IG. Feel me? How did that start? I mean, when did you become this IG phenomenon that you just be there with the controversy, but you're not actually in the controversy? You know what I mean? You do a good way of staying out the way, but you be right there, like you know what I mean?
But my man called me a phenomenon. That's what's up. How did it start? It definitely started for me probably a little bit more than 2 years ago. The 40 Cal show birthed it. The 40 Cal show birthed Really Got Bars. He was going live every day at 4 o'clock. And then some days he'd be busy and shit. He couldn't go live. Or he didn't feel like it, whatever the case may be. But the people still wanted to see him. And they knew we was cool or whatever. So the community was like, let Lucky host. You know what I'm saying? I never really asked. I never asked. You know what I'm saying? It was the community that asked. And then one day he ran it by me like, yo, you want to host today? And this was when it was on the IG. You know, right now it's on YouTube, but this one was on the IG. And I was like, yeah, I host. So you know, I was a student of his from watching him do it. So the first time I did it, I tried to be funny because he always had like liquor bottles on the wall or in the background or some shit like that. And I don't drink or smoke. So I had like a sweet tea bottle on the wall and shit like that. You know, I tried to be funny. So when nobody knew I was gonna go live but him, you know what I'm saying? Nobody knew I was gonna host but him. So when I hosted, you know, people were surprised to see me and they found it funny and shit like that. But that's probably like 2 years ago.
Did you know 40 Cal before you started hosting for him?
Yeah, definitely. We grew up. But you from New York, so you could you know the blocks and shit. We grew up six city blocks from each other, which is close. 6 city blocks is less than a 3-minute walk.
That's a fact, especially in Harlem.
Right.
Especially depending on what part of Harlem you in, the blocks ain't that long either.
Right.
you get to the blocks real quick.
So I've been doing. I was actually cooler with his peoples, you know what I'm saying? With his brothers, you know, he called them his brothers and shit. I knew them first, and I was cool with them first, and then we had our own relationship. We had got our own bond. Pause. So he really didn't know I knew them like that. So one time I came around him, he was like, "This is my man, Luck." He was like, "We already know this nigga."
Now, look, I got a question for you. Now, me being from New York, I'll be trying to let these niggas understand pause, right? I seen how you just eloquently use the word pause, right? You know what I mean? I didn't have to pause you know what I mean? But you paused yourself. Sometimes I do that myself. You know what I mean? Can you explain to the people what, You know what I mean? What that's like? Because they just think we just, I mean, they just pause. They be like, oh yeah, all y'all do is say pause. Now you gotta say pause sometimes. Sometimes pause is necessary. You know what I mean? Since I don't want to be the only person I'll be fighting it. You know what I mean? And I just seen you eloquently use the word pause in mid sentence, mad smooth. So you know what I mean? That's how I know you're a veteran with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they right though. They right though. All we do is say pause. Like for the slightest thing, especially depending on who you're around, the slightest thing, man. Sometimes niggas definitely say pause for unpause worthy moments, just to be on, just to be on the safe side. Fuck it. I'd rather say pause than not say pause. I'd rather say it before a nigga say something to me for not saying pause. But definitely anything, well, I don't want to say gay because niggas shouldn't be saying gay shit, but anything that could come across like borderline gay. I'll never forget one example. I forgot how it came out. I forgot how it came about. I forgot, like just now, I forgot how it came out. That really isn't.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a hey, yo.
Right. But I remember in high school, I wasn't even there. Niggas told me about it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I wasn't there, and I got vague memory about it, but I'll just never forget it. I guess one of my mans had like a Slurpee, and they was like talking, like play talking, play joking, play arguing, play fighting, or the case you want, whatever you want to call it. And they was like, the nigga was like, nigga, I'll slurp you.
Pause.
Pause, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't there for that conversation, but it was definitely funny. It was definitely memorable. I would never forget that shit. And actually, one of the dudes passed away too. One of them passed away.
Peace be upon them, man. Facts. Shit. I definitely, growing up in New York City, for me, definitely have those. You know what I mean? Like niggas don't understand where it's like you gotta say pause, bro. Like you chilling with your crew and you say something, somebody going. It don't matter how tough you is. It don't matter how many times you let that thing go. You not exempt. Niggas gonna pause you too. Like pause, bro. Like what? So something minor.
I just tapped into the YouTube, man. I just tapped into the YouTube. I see some comments.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The people in the building, Snack Kings, Smoke Kings, Magneto, Money Miz, Easy Art. You know what I mean? Face.
Easy, what up? Slick, what up?
Luke Kane everywhere. Shout out to Luke Kane, he everywhere. Now, Lucky, boom. Was you ever rapping? Did you ever rap? Was that your thing, or that just I mean, hip hop is just your thing, not you particularly being the MC, or maybe back then you was MC.
I'm definitely not an MC. Definitely not an MC. I've only really rapped one time, and I was actually on the 40 Cal show. That was my first time rapping. That'll be my last time rapping. I've had opportunities to rap, you know what I'm saying? I remember it was New Year's, not this New Year's, but last New Year's. I was actually in the studio with 40 and Dead Serious, and they was recording the track. And they had both told me go in the booth and shit. And I passed the opportunity, man. I don't even like my voice. For one, I don't like my voice. That's number one. Two, I don't even like talking. So congrats to you. Big up to you. This is my first interview. Probably my last interview. Definitely the last one for this year. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why it's kind of hard for me to host the show, because I'm not a vocal person. You know, I don't talk a lot.
But I think when you hosting your show, I think you do enough. I think you do just enough. You know what I mean? You let the guests shine. You know what I mean? You let the guests shine.
They definitely the star of the show.
Yeah, I mean, you know for the crazy facial expressions. You be looking at it. Sometimes certain shit be crazy. Like I watched the video of Maze, and I think it might have been Stay Puff. It might have been Maze and Stay Puff. I think it might have been. I think he was talking. I think Puff was talking a little greasy. You know what I mean? Maze came up and gave him that work.
Right. I remember that. I remember that. Puffy
But
been back since.
it was a part where Maze got on that. This, you know what I mean? I looked at your facial expression, priceless, too funny, funniest shit in the world. You feel me? So sometimes you don't gotta say too much. You know what I mean? I think the presence sometimes means something.
What's funny is like how you just described my facial expression. I don't remember this facial expression, and like I'm quite sure I wasn't doing it to be funny. But when somebody tells me about something I did or something I said, that's when it's funny to me. Like I just had a show on Tuesday, you know, and for the record, the Who Really Got Bars show is every Tuesday at 4:00 on Instagram, WRGB.
All right, every Tuesday at 4:00.
I did a show on Tuesday, and I said something. I know I was talking to Shake. There was a girl on there. And she was like, Shake was trying to figure out where he knew her from and shit. And she was being real secretive, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, we want to know. And she was telling Shake, I'll tell you offline. And I'm like, no, he here, tell him now. And Shake was in the comments like, no, I'm asking you now. And she didn't want to say. So I was like, what was it? Choo-choo? And I tried to say it like low and discreet. And I thought that was the end of it. But then somebody wrote in the comments was like, Lucky said choo-choo with laughing emojis. And that shit was just hilarious to me, man. It wasn't funny to me when I said it. When I read that, it was hilarious.
Fucking what was the first live you hosted? You remember who was up there on the panel?
Do I? Nah. I definitely don't remember who was up there. I can imagine Shake was there. You know, Shake's been there for a long time. I can imagine Supernova was there, but other than me putting fucking empty tea bottles on the wall and shit, it wasn't memorable for me. I don't remember. But another thing that stuck out about the show was supposed to be for an hour. And the first time I went live on the 40 Cal show, that shit was like 3-4 hours long.
Shit. Who's if you had to have your top 5 people that you came across on WRGB, who would they be? Your top 5, like, you know what I mean? From when you saw them when you first started hearing them rap, or you first seen them to right now, who would be? I'm putting you on the spot. Who's your top 5?
So this is for the rappers only?
It don't matter. It's whatever you want. You know what I mean? Just your top 5, whatever you want to put in it. It could be rappers, it could be personality, it could be whatever. Who's your top 5 in WRGB in that community that you're saying that's top 5 from when he came into right now? Man, he making noise.
Oh man, top 5 in no order.
No order.
I'm trying to do the math in my head.
I mean, somebody gonna feel away, but fuck him.
That's definitely what's gonna happen, man. I don't want to see no comments. That's definitely what's gonna happen.
No, fuck that. You know what I mean? They gotta step their game up. You know what I mean?
Even though he's coming off a loss, I'm definitely gonna say West Crave. I'm definitely gonna say Shake. 2 down, 3 to go. Top 5. I don't know. Vinci hasn't rapped in a while, even though he did get a battle on season 3. I don't know. Vinci and his opponent, Supernova, I would want to say, but they both was kind of lackluster. But I can't forget what they done in the past. I'll say Vinci. Shake, Crave, Vinci. I wish Vinci took it more serious. Damn, I only got 2 slots left.
Somebody gonna feel away.
We got 2 slots left. I don't know. I might have to go with the self-proclaimed champ Supernova, because Supernova he had his moment.
Shout out to Supernova, man. That's a funny nigga, man.
One thing I like about Supernova, you know, people people get on the live and they talk a lot of shit about Supernova, but we had Vague on it the other day. You know what I'm saying? Supernova was like one of the only names he knew. So in that aspect, he's doing something right. Like out of all the people who really got bars, you know what I'm saying? Vague was the only Supernova was the only name Vague could think of off the top of his head. So people may look at it as gimmicky, whatever word they choose to use, but
he do what he got to do to make it work for him.
Right, he in my DM right now asking for an opponent and shit. He hungry. So that's 4. The
Supernova,
one,
I need an interview too, nigga. I mean, put all the jewelry on. You know what I mean? Put all the, this is the message of Supernova. Put all the jewelry on. Put all the chains, watches. I mean, I don't give a fuck. You got 5 watches on your wrist. Pull all that to the Traphouse, Nova. You heard? That's how we doing it. Just that was a public service announcement just because we brought him up.
Tell him bring Scott with him too.
I mean, you can bring the diamond tester dude, all that. We don't care now. We pull up. You know what I mean? So we was talking a little earlier, Lucky. You know what I mean? Well, you got this chain, Lucky. You know what I mean? You want to tell the people about it? You know what I mean? You got this chain. It's not the one that you got on your neck right now, but you got this chain with this piece. You know what I mean? You still got the piece close by?
Nah. Actually, I sold it to my little brother. That chain. I don't even know where to begin. For one, I had the chain for a long time. Well, I had the piece for a long time, rather.
Would you describe to the people what kind of piece it was? Because to me that's what you know what I mean. That's because it took me a minute to realize what the chain was, what the piece was. I mean, I'm like, I had to zoom in on that. What kind of piece?
I might be able to pull up a picture of this shit.
So
it's
you know
funny
what I mean? Like that piece was like, you know what I mean? That was custom made.
The piece definitely caught people's attention because they were people would see me and they'd be like, "What's that? What's that?" And I always tell them it's a frog because a lot of times people ask me, "What's that?" They ask me, "Is that a frog?" So I'm assuming from a distance it looked like a frog. So I would tell people it's a frog and let them figure out on its own. But it was a man standing up and a lady kneeling in front of him. He was holding her hair and shit. She had like diamonds going through her back. He had diamonds in his chest. She had a ruby in her ass. So that's a very good description of the pendant. And I actually had two because the first one got stolen from me and shit. So the original one was 10 karat and it was like hollow. And then when I got when niggas jukes me in Brooklyn, I went and got more ice and more nice. So the second one was solid. And the second one was solid and it was 14 karat gold.
What part of Brooklyn was you in? That's important.
That's a good question. Move. I don't remember. I'm not a Brooklyn nigga. I was out there with a joint. I don't remember.
I ain't gonna lie. I went to Brooklyn. I went to Brooklyn for a joint a couple times, and you know, you don't realize how much danger you in. I mean, when you out there, I done went 2 o'clock in the morning out there, like wow, out of bounds. So I definitely know what you mean.
My shit was if I was to guess, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like it was bright and early.
Damn, broad daylight.
It was definitely bright and early. Niggas just snatched it and ran though, like no gun, no punch me, no nothing. Niggas just snatched it and ran.
I mean, niggas said that, but you know, back in the day, that was you see the piece. You see that piece. I mean, that's a unique piece. You know what I mean?
Yo, for the longest, I felt like I had outgrown it, right? But it was just an attention getter. And then recently, I gave it to my little brother. I sold it to him this year, so it's real recent. But like early this year, end of last year, I had bumped into this girl. In Harlem. I ain't seen her in dumb long. We knew each other, but we didn't have history. And I always had like a fake crush. I ain't even say I had a crush on her. She was always cute to me. You know what I'm saying? So I had booked her. I had bagged her. I got a number. And then we was rapping and shit. Shit was going smooth. And then she was on my Instagram, and she seen a close up of my pendant and shit. She seen me in the studio with 40. So she's like, yo, how old are these pictures? I'm like, that picture was taken on New Year's. So I forgot what she said, but I knew she wasn't feeling the pendant, and she seen me in the studio thinking like I'm on some like I'm trying to rap. That's how she interpreted me standing in the studio with him and shit. So I feel like that shit just threw her off. Like, this nigga got this immature ass pendant on, and he think he about to make some music. I think that shit rubbed her the wrong way. So she was right about the pendant. I felt like I outgrown the pendant, but I definitely wasn't on no trying to be no rapper shit. So I think that the combination of those two caused me to lose Shorty.
Shout out to your brother. He gonna keep the pendant in the family. You know what I mean?
Right. I told him, I was like, yo, if a nigga ever try to take it from you, man, just give it up. I would hate for something to happen to him off a pendant that I gave him and shit.
No, be so. Shout out to Luke Kane. He said chain mad graphic and shit. Chain fire though. You know what I mean? You said you was back. You was outside the streets back then in the tunnel. Can you tell the people what was that like? That atmosphere back then, going to the tunnel? Because I mean, I was a youngin'. I was nowhere near about going to the tunnel or nothing. But I always hear stories about the infamous tunnel. You know what I mean? I wish I could have been there to see funny. That. What was it like?
It's funny. Honestly, I was too young to get in the tunnel my damn, so I had do somebody else's ID. But I think it's funny that we talk about the tunnel because when I got my chain snatched, I had met Shorty in the tunnel that night. You know what I'm saying? That's the night I met that girl. I met in the tunnel. But when I went to the tunnel, I was with my cousin. He's taller than me and he's light skinned. You know what I'm saying? So they checked his ID. He handed it right back to me, and I showed them the same shit. So I think they let me in off the strength. But I was too young to be in there as well. But it was definitely that was my only time ever going, and it definitely was worth it. It was. DMX was there, the Locks was there. It was a lot of joints in there. Like I said, I met that girl in there and shit. It was definitely a movie or a zoovie, whatever the fuck you kids is calling it these days. It definitely was popping, man.
Yeah, I believe it. You know what I mean? Because all the stories I hear, I mean, even if it was your first time, I know you was gonna remember it. You know what I mean? I knew you was gonna have a good memory because I knew that building probably it was so much shit going on. You know what I mean? So many chicks pulling up. So many celebrities in the spot. Yeah, you said DMX and them was in the spot. They was performing?
Yeah, they performed.
Yeah, that's some classic shit.
The best part though was the Shorty though.
Well, did you get a chance to get some before the chain snatching?
You know, she wanted to be my girl. That's why I was in Brooklyn. She wanted to be my. It's funny because when they snatched my shit, she started crying. Like, that was my girl.
Yeah, I mean, so I mean, the tunnel was good for you. Good tunnel was good for you. The one night you went, I mean, it was good to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? You took some...
she nicknamed it the Tunnel of Love. That's what she nicknamed it for her.
Yeah, I remember when I used to see you. I thought you was Shake Taylor at one time. I didn't know.
That's the first. Everybody, a lot of people come through there and be calling me 40 Cow and shit. So it got to a point where
I thought you was Shake because I saw you one time on Shaking Lady. I think I saw you one time and I didn't see Shake. It was just you and Lady talking. You know what I mean? So I thought you was Shake.
Nah.
I said one of them gotta be. I'm like she Lady clearly. So
right.
I guess this nigga Shake.
Right. Nah, I was just up there probably holding it down, probably Paul. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. That's right. I mean, but I started getting familiar with Instagram and I realized you hit the top and you can follow. Feel me? Started getting in the loop. You know what I mean? You from New York? Who your top 5 battle rapper?
My top 5 battle rappers.
Yeah, New York City. It don't gotta be none of these niggas that niggas know now. It could be niggas like Shells or one of them niggas that was popping back then. You know what I mean? It could.
I remember Shells too.
Yeah, so it could be whoever you want it to be. You feel me? But who's in your top 5 back? Like damn, they was killing niggas back then in the battling scene.
My top 5 is gonna be Charlie Clips. This ain't in no order neither. Ain't in no order. I don't know. Even though Clips is nice, like that nigga almost like family. Like that nigga, he used to sleep in my crib, and we used to call each other mother's ma and shit. Like we know each other for real. But Charlie Clips. I like Geechee. Oh, you said New York. You said New York. You said New York. Charlie Clips, K Shine, Goods is nice. That's 3. That's 3. Everybody like, that nigga ain't say 40. He ain't say 40. That's what they waiting on. That's what they waiting on.
I ain't gonna lie, 40 was killing niggas on Fight Club crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas can say what they want, but I was around. I was watching. I mean, he was battling niggas like Sam Scarfo and them niggas.
Right.
Niggas don't remember
that. I said Clips. I said Shine. Who else I said? I said 3 already. Who was the third one?
Clips, Shine. Man.
We're gonna do Clips, Shine. I still got Loaded out there.
Loaded.
I still got Rex out there. I still got 40 out there.
Shit, Rex is one of my favorite of all time. I don't care how much of a loser streak he could go on. It's off of what I seen him do. You know what I mean? And what I know he could do it when he's mad focused.
That's my man. I knew him for a long time too. That's my man. He actually lived on my block. He lived on the block I grew up on actually.
Yeah, cause I used to be out there. I used to be out there, Hunt 14th and 7th. I used to be moving around the area. Yeah, I used to be out there. You know what I mean? That's
around 7th. That's around Watley almost.
Yeah, right. I mean, right on that corner. I used to be. I mean, facts. I was out and about.
Jim be over there a little bit.
Yeah, I used to be around there. I used to know a couple niggas on that Morningside area. You know what I mean? So I used to be moving around. I just stayed out the way of bullshit. You know what I mean? I knew how to move around.
You a Harlem nigga or a Bronx nigga?
I'm a Bronx nigga, but I lived everywhere except for Queens. So from my Harlem experiences, I was down there fucking 116th and 7th. I was on 145th and 7th by the check cashing place. And one time I was on.
Yeah, that's where that Puff nigga from.
Where? That's what Puff from?
Yeah. That's what he said.
Nah, I mean, I was out there. I was out 163rd and Edgecombe. You know what I mean? So I moved a little around. I was in Brooklyn, okay, Flatbush.
Nigga said, shout out to 40 Cal for the interview.
He said, I'm just fooling.
Nah, but like I was saying, like niggas be coming through the show. At first, I understood them coming there calling me 40 Cal or thinking I was 40 Cal because the shit was called the 40 Cal show. So that kind of makes sense. You come to the 40 Cal show, you might think that's 40 Cal. But now the shit is called Who Really Got Bars, and niggas still from time to time come through there and be like 40, what up? So it's gotten to the point where I act like I'm 40 and shit. You know what I'm saying? The audience be knowing, but I guess whoever the new nigga is don't be knowing. So I be acting like I'm 40 and they be asking me questions and I be answering it and shit.
How you get the name Lucky 2 times?
Oh man.
He's lucky twice?
Two is my favorite number. 2 and 7 is my favorite number. I had that name for a long time. I don't know. I don't remember how the 2 times got on. It definitely was before Casanova. I don't be on Twitter, but I got a tweet with that name in it from way back when. It definitely was before Casanova. You know, I'm not. It's not like I'm a Cass fan like that to take part of his name. But Lucky just been my name as a kid. I forgot where the 2 times part came from. That's a good question. Nobody never asked me that really.
Yeah, no, I mean now when I look at paid in full, me lucky. So I ain't calling me that, ma. I ain't lucky.
I ain't find $1 in a long time or some shit he said.
Shit, he ain't found $1 in a long time, but he found that 8-ball in Poppy pocket.
DJ Nova in the comments, he said I said goods. Yeah, I forgot I had said goods.
Yeah, Goods is definitely like so you one of the niggas that you just can't beat with just balls. You better have something else.
Another thing about Goods, you know, he rap every 10 months. He battle every once in a while and shit.
Yeah. I mean, give a nigga time to prepare. Like a fucking fighter. Like a fighter, he don't take a fight and then take a fight a month later or two
So
months later.
how'd you find out about the Who Really Got Bars show?
Um, shit, it might have been Harlem Fresh. Shout out to Harlem Fresh. It might have been Harlem Fresh because I started watching some of his lives or whatever. And, you know, everybody it got to a point where it was just going crazy. I think in the summertime or whatever, it was going crazy. All type of shit was happening in Harlem Fresh. People would pull up, start arguing, booking battles, and then that's why I figured out about WRGB and started following it. You know what I mean? I started following some of the people, whoever I would see sometimes, I just start following. If you was on the live, I follow type. You know what I mean? Then eventually I start seeing what niggas was doing. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is a real league they got going on. You know what I mean? These niggas ain't just up here arguing.
Right.
These niggas is arguing because they feel like they better than the next person. Shit like that. And then I felt like Harlem, when he was going live, it was keeping that shit going. You feel me? Because the niggas that would be on WRGB would be going to Harlem Fresh channel, will go into his live, and they be taking that shit, whatever was happening on WRGB. So that's how I started getting into him. So I know y'all had niggas like Irv, because Irv is one of the he like another person that's like hated I see in the community. You know what I mean? Talk mad trash. He from Brooklyn, Puerto Rican nigga talking crazy. You know what I mean?
Irv might be the most hated. He might be the most hated.
You know what I mean? And then I seen like I said, Supernova. I seen he just was on he just had a battle. I think maybe last week or the week before.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Know what I mean? I seen Shake Taylor, he battled J400 and he battled Rio. Shout out to Rio. I mean, did you watch that battle? How you felt about that battle? Shake Taylor versus Rio.
Yeah, I watched it. I had to do a recap of my show. I'm trying to think. I definitely spoke about it on my show. Damn. I remember saying to me, because the Rio and the Jay battle was kind of like back to back. So it was kind of close. Jay, I said his rounds was short. I know with the Rio shit, I really don't like his style of rap. You know what I'm saying? I don't like his style of rap. I don't know. I probably have to watch it again to give you a better assessment of who I think won what round. It's been a little minute for me, but I remember saying like I'm not a fan of his style of rap. Not saying that he can't rap. It's just not what I like.
Yeah, I mean, I told Shake in that particular battle that he let him get off more material, and sometimes when you judging something on the spot, sometimes the nigga that's going off, and you know what I mean, he going off a little longer than you going off, is more balls he getting across. You know what I mean? That could be edging him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Edging it in his favor. You know what I mean? But I felt like they both had good material and shit. But sometimes Rio just
the Rio,
he's just getting the bag where the similes and the metaphors is starting to go crazy. You know what I mean? Even if you're not a fan of the style, you understand the bars and shit. It's starting to like it's starting to be like an avalanche. You know what I mean? And if you're not trying to, especially if people is judging it on the spot, you know what I mean? They hearing the bars, the flow and all that, you know what I mean? Should be hitting a little different, in my opinion.
Now you're right. I understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean? But then like you said in the other battle, you know what I mean, in the J400 battle, it could have went either way. You know what I mean? 40 need to have me as a judge up there, you know what I mean? Holla at him. You heard Lucky? Holla at your boy. Need Trap up there as a judge, Traphouse.
We had Harlem Fresh as the judge before.
Yeah. I need to be a judge up there. Talk my shit.
I could get you a judging slot up there. That's part of my duties is to get judges and set up battles. Yeah, I can hear you now. You can hear me?
I hit the button. I hit the mute button, and then when I hit it again, and she was taking mad long, like a little delay. But I was saying the first battle I judged was Maze versus Dead Series.
You was there for that?
I was a judge. Facts.
Okay.
Lady was looking for a judge. Everybody was acting all scary and shit. You know what I mean? So, you know me. I told you, in a sense, I'm an opportunist as well. You feel me? Opportunity present itself. I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I mean, I'm a New York nigga. Opportunity present itself. You gonna take it. So I mean, it's not like I didn't watch the battle. So
who you have winning?
Maze. And now look at your boy. Look at your boy. He just was on Word Sport. I heard he was on the Word Sport. I heard he did his thing.
May's gonna be on any platform that put him on it. He's gonna be on there.
Shout out to Maze. I mean, he say he the king of the natty.
Battles in 12 weeks or some shit like that.
Yeah, Maze say he the king of Cincinnati right now. He got the Midwest. But yeah, Maze shit, Maze is one of them niggas that he might come up on these niggas. They better stop playing with him. I mean, I haven't really seen nobody really kill him, like you know what I mean? Just like get him out of here, like you know what I mean? They be coming with some shit like they about to get him out of here, and he get them out of there.
Other than the Dead Serious, I never saw a Maze battle. I never seen another battle other than the Dead Serious one.
Oh, nah, he was battling on EBL. Shout out to King. Know what I mean? Exclusive battle league. He was over there. Shout out to old Birdie, my nigga Birdie. He was over there battling and shit like that on EBL.
Birdie home team. Birdie home team. He family.
I fuck with Birdie. That's my dude right there. We got to get an interview popping. Me and Birdie. You know what I mean, you know what Lucky said. If anybody got any questions, you know, time is money. You know what I mean? But yeah, Lucky. What's up next with WRGB? What you got coming next? What I got going?
What we got going? We got some battles. Some battles. We got a little road trip early July, a little 4th of July getaway. That's kind of exclusive though. That's breaking news and that's exclusive.
We got 702 got a question. He can't resist, Lucky. He can't resist. Look at the comment. Look, he can't resist.
Hold on. Yo, I'm not a rapper and I'm not an actor. But that's a good question, though. I appreciate the
question. He said, "Will you pay 40 cal in the pick?" Okay, hold on.
You niggas are trying to start
trouble. You got another question.
I read it.
Oh,
I read it. They trying to start trouble, man. Would you consider
I just peeped the question.
Virtual online battle rap, non-face
I
to face?
I just peeped the question.
Yes, I would. You know, because I've never seen it done to who really got bars done it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would say that. I'm not saying we the biggest, the best, the baddest, but that was the first time I saw it done. So yes, I would say that.
And Easy Art. If you ask me, the first person I seen do it, I gotta say Word Sport Battleground. I mean, that was the first time I seen niggas battling virtually. You know what I mean? On a big level like that. You know what I mean? So, like I tell niggas all the time, your boy Trap not a hater. I keep it real. That's
As
what
you
I
should,
thought.
as you should.
You know what I mean? Like you said, you wasn't aware. You know what I mean? Not your fault. You wasn't aware. Yeah, I mean, so you
Right.
only know what you know. You know what I mean, so you know what you saw first. I mean, I got a question for you. Top 5 albums you will want to listen to, not of all time. Top 5 albums that you play. You know what I mean, to this day, right now, still popping. Like when you get in that whip, it's still the album you throwing on every now and again. You got to hear that. You know what I mean, before the week is out or the month.
Machiavelli, All Eyes on Me. Actually, today's Tupac's birthday too. R.I.P. to Tupac. Happy birthday. Today's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Pac. Rest in peace, Pac.
I'm definitely a big fan of Tupac. So Me Against the shit. 3 of them is gonna be Tupac albums. Me Against the World, Machiavelli, and All Eyes on Me. I'm a even though he never really had an album, I'm a big Stack Bundles fan. I like Bird Gang. I like Bird is the Word. I like Bird Gang. I like the first Nas joint, Illmatic. I know that's more than Stack don't count because that's not an album. Yeah.
I don't care. That Members of Bird Gang was fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Shit,
Jim was killing it.
I
He was
still go
killing
back
it.
to that.
Max B, Stack Bundles, NOE, Mel Matrix. He was killing it.
Yeah, Free Mel Matrix, man. Niggas had the fire tracks back then, man. I'm having the first iPod and shit, maxing that shit out. That green screen, shit was popping. Had mad music on there. You know what I mean? Nigga was getting from Frostwire, LimeWire. Shout out to LimeWire. You had a
I
nigga
remember
lit back in the
LimeWire.
day. You had a nigga lit. I was a no lie, lucky I was untouchable. I was feeling like nigga on the first iPod, nigga, I already had 2,000 songs on there. You heard? 2,000. I was one of them type of niggas. 2,000, 2,000 songs on the SD card. 2,000, 1,000 songs in the Sidekick 3. You know what I mean? If I had a memory card, bro, and I had space, whatever it was, I was maxing it out just on music, not on photos, none of that. Just music alone. Nigga, I fuck around, have KRS-One songs, all type of songs. I was just in that type of bag. You hear me?
I heard that. You had went out though.
Nah, I was saying I was in a different bag. You know what I mean? That LimeWire bag, whatever SD card was out, whatever was the max, I was maxing that. No pictures, just straight music. Like nowadays, I kind of chilled out. But back then,
So what made you
it's
want to
different.
interview me?
Shit, what? You was kind of a mystery. I just see you up there. I don't know how you got started. I, I, I don't know what I'm like. I don't know what this nigga do. He just be up here running, orchestrating this shit, and that's all I know. And I'm like, if that's all I know, I'm
I hope
quite
to
sure a
remain
lot
a
of people don't know
mystery.
what the fuck. I'm like, a lot of people don't know what the fuck this dude got going on. All they know, this nigga be smiling. He be wearing jewelry. He look like a Harlem nigga. They think he 40 cal cousin. Me, they don't know what the hell this dude got going on, and I don't know neither. Sometimes it be my own curiosity. I don't know what somebody got going on. I see if they want to interview. That's how I find out what they got going on. You know what I mean?
Hopefully I haven't answered a lot of those questions. Hopefully I remain a mystery, man.
Nah, you answered just enough. I asked. I told you I wasn't gonna be on no Vlad TV shit, so you good. I asked no type of controversial. The most controversial question I probably asked was, you know what I mean, who you thought was the best in WRGB?
Yeah, you let me slide with that one because I only said 4 people.
You know what I mean? Feel me? Let you keep your mystery going. You feel me? I just wanted you to pull up, talk to the people one time. You know what I mean? Let the people know what we got going on. We got what y'all got going on next. You know what I mean? WRGB. You know what I mean? I'm just in the mix. I'm just one of them niggas that's in the mix. If I see something going on, I want to interview. You could be selling fucking. You can still sell CDs. You know what I mean? But if I come across you still selling CDs, get shit hot. Might have to interview, see how you still burning CDs. I mean, what computer you using? You know what I mean? Shit like that. Gotta see what's going on with the streets.
Yeah, shout out to Smoke too. I believe I had him as a judge before on the platform as well. Shout out to Smoke.
Shout out to Smoke Kings, Queen. How you doing, Queen? See, you got Queen in the building. Yeah, I mean, then sometimes my community they just be wanting new content anyway. So they like, oh, Trap did an interview with Lucky. How the fuck he pull that off? You know what I mean? If you're asking how I pull off the interview with Lucky, you know what I mean? I went to his WRGB. He was live, and I just he let me up before, you feel me? But it was just there's one time in particular I just pull up and I said, yeah, that Lucky interview coming soon. Nigga looking at me like, what you talking about? But that's how I ain't gonna lie, Lucky. That shit work more than you think.
Nah, you ain't gotta tell me. I'm being interviewed, nigga. I seen it.
Yeah, we got to get your balls up media. That's probably gonna be next week. You know what I mean? I hit him with the same thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to get your balls up media. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Smoke said that was a dope experience being a judge on the platform. That's what he just said. Shout out to my brother Smoke. He did the thumbnail. You know what I mean? He did the thumbnail with like 5 minutes because he forgot to do it last night. So he did it at work. So shout out to Smoke.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's a legend. I don't know how he pulled that off.
I don't see his comment.
On the screen, look on the screen.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I just now see it. I had to scroll up. Yeah, that's what's up. So you got to interview J Nova too, man. He the one doing our trailers and shit for the battles in the car.
Yeah, send him my way. You know what I mean? Anybody who feel like I need to get in tune with, just let me know. You know what I mean? Maybe I can get that 40 cal interview. You never know. So you might see this shit. You might be like, I like this nigga right here. He's funny nigga. Funny guy. I might to get interviewed by this nigga.
He gonna see it. I sent it to him. He gonna see it. I sent it to him already.
Yeah, these niggas be like, Vlad, niggas be want to be police and all that. And what I realized also, we be having a lot of people just coming into our community, profiting off our community, profiting off our stress and our pain and all that. Nah, fuck all that. I'm on some different shit. I'm trying to do me. I'm trying to interview my people. Nah, I mean, shout out to Roach Motel, another black entrepreneur. Nah, I mean, he sell ashtrays. You know what I mean? That's what we do. Shout out to Blue Dream, BlueEssentials.net. We got candles popping. Use the promo code Traphouse, all caps, no cap. Gets you 20% off. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Lucky, you know what I mean? You trying to impress the ladies and all that. Go to BlueEssentials.net. Use that promo code. Get you that, you know what I mean? Get you that Jamaican rum punch scented candle. You feel me? Set the mood right with the women. You a smooth Harlem nigga, You type of nigga that have shit in the crib for the ladies. So, you gotta get that Blue Essentials. You gotta get that popping out there.
I got a candle burning as we speak, man.
Yeah, see? It ain't black owned though. Feel me? It ain't black owned. Burning. Yeah, see? I mean, we gotta get you on that black owned candle. I'm gonna send you the link. I mean, you gonna look through, you gonna see, you know what I mean, black owned candle. Yeah, shout out to the legend.
Definitely send me the link.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Lucky. Yeah. Anything you want to tell the people, you know what I mean? Before I let you go, because I know you're a busy man and shit like that. You know what I mean? I happen to get the opportunity, you know what I mean? Chop it up with the legend on YouTube and shit like that. I took you out your element. I know you be on IG. You know what I mean? But had to get you on the YouTube one time for the streets.
Anybody interested in being a part of this thing of ours who really got bars, shoot me a DM. You want to battle on the platform? You got some type of rap credentials? You want to be a judge on the platform? I don't know. Anybody in the comments got any questions before we tap out, man?
These niggas is at work. These niggas trying not to get in trouble for even being on the phone.
Legend, what up, Legend 305?
Shout out to Legend, man. But yeah, man. Shout out to Lucky 2 times for being my special guest today. Getting interviewed by the guard. You know what I mean? You fucking with your boy. You never know. You might see me up on WRGB smoking somebody, nigga. You never know. That nigga was holding his horn like going crazy. But there's a parking right across the street from my crib, and these niggas are double parked in the space. Like niggas got to go in the parking lot. Like, so imagine you try to go in the parking lot, Lucky, and a nigga double park right there. Right. Like, and it's you like, nigga, if you don't get this shit out the fucking way,
that's one thing I hate about New York. Other than the traffic, is the fucking parking, man.
Shit, after the quarantine and shit, everybody got cars now.
Traffic, parking, then niggas breaking in your cars.
And taxes. The tax out there be crazy for something. Tax be crazy. You don't realize the tax till you move out to town and you go get a pair of sneakers, you realize they ain't add that extra $10 on.
Right.
You go to the movies and you ain't spending $30, you spend like $14. You know, movie theater in New York City, that price is crazy, nigga. I've been stopped going to movies in New York. It don't make no sense. Spending mad money. But, you know,
I stopped going to movies, period. I watch shit online, man.
I ain't gonna lie, but some movies I gotta see in the theater is a different feel. Nigga be watching the movie by himself. Hey, I mean, it's different when it's mad people and niggas. I mean, it's certain shit that go down like everybody in the theater like, oh, should be different.
Shout out my brother Easy Art in the comments too. You must live like on a main avenue.
It wouldn't be an episode of the Trap House if we ain't hear no sirens at the end. And we ain't hear no type of sirens at the end. It wouldn't have been official. I ain't gonna lie, Lucky. It wouldn't have been official. You watch anybody interview, go hear one siren go by. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't have been official if that siren didn't go by. But yeah, let the people know where to follow you, where to find you. You know what I mean? Even though my people already done dropped the link, but you know, that talk your shit one time for the people. You know what I mean? You know you don't be talking your shit, man.
Yeah. I'm a man of few words. They call me Violence and Silence, but you can find me on Instagram, Lucky 2 times. That's LUCKY, the number 2, XS_. Or at Who Really Got Bars, W.R.G.B. Both on Instagram.
And if you don't follow Lucky, and if you ain't hit that like button, that subscribe button, if you ain't hit that bell, slap your motherfucking pops. And we out.
Welcome to the trail. Ain't no fronts, ain't no shorts. If you gon' short it, don't come back. When grown men talking, sit your stupid ass down. You don't